So I've done a couple of videos with the two percherons, black percheron and gray percheron. The last video I showed you, we were riding the black percheron. This is the gray one. This one has been giving me a good bit of trouble, mainly because she uses her weight to pull and get what she wants. She'll regularly just pull me across the arena. And I know somebody's going to say, well, you need to be working this in the round pen so she can't pull. Well, the thing about it is, I can work it in the round pen, and it is true, she can't get away with that right there. But the thing is, she also doesn't have enough room to be bad to bring it out. In the round pen, there's really no place for her to want to go to do this behavior. So as soon as we get in here where there's more room and she decides, hey, I want to go over there, that's what she does. When we get on her, it takes both hands, all we got, to steer. So what I want to do here, I need to get her where she'll steer. That was better. But I need to get her where her mentally she wants to steer. If I work on her mind, if I try to not get in a fight with her physically as best I can, I'm sure there's going to be some of that, but if I try to not get in a fight physically as best I can and work on her mind, this will come a lot better. So what I'm doing right here, I'm just asking her to move. I have the lunge whip. I'm not really lunging. I want her to move her feet. I don't care if we go in a circle. We get a chance to kind of go forward like this, we're going to go forward. But every time her attention goes someplace else, I'm going to send her forward. Bring her attention back on me. Right there, she's looking out there. Send her forward. Send her forward. I don't necessarily have to be real aggressive, but I'm going to be as aggressive as I have to. Now, if I get too aggressive too quick, she can just drag me across the arena, which at some point is probably going to happen just because she gets mad at me making her go where I want her to go. So it's not a matter of more muscle. It's a matter of mind, getting her mind to want to go here. So I'm going to ask with enough contact that she knows what I'm asking for. We still got to go forward. Still got to go forward. I'm going to ask with enough contact with my lead line, my lunge line, that she knows what I'm asking for. And then with the lunge whip, I'm going to ask for forward. Don't really care if she walks or she trots. It don't really matter to me. I'm not after anything physical. I'm after mental. I'm after getting her mind to want to go where I want her to go. With sheer muscle, she can overpower me every time. But the key is to engage her brain and want to do. See right there, she was pulling me to the right, and I asked her with the whip to go forward. I did just touch her with the whip. I didn't even spank her with it. It just touched her. She is a little bit more actively resistant, active no, where the black percheron, like us in the video before, she was a little more passive no. This one will be a little bit more active no, because she actively tries to take me someplace else. Her buddy's out there in the other pen calling to her. That doesn't help things any, but she needs to know that she still has to do what I tell her to do, even when her buddy's out there calling. Having the two come together was a little bit more challenging on my part, but the other side of that is they live together anyway, so they need to learn to work when one of them's worked and the other one's in the stall. See if we can change directions. There we go. This side has been not as good as the other side. So we'll just kind of see how it goes. A lot of what I'm doing, I'll try to tell you, a lot of what I'm doing is real soft and gentle. You're probably not going to see it right off the bat unless I point it out, because I don't want to try to overpower her with muscle. Like I said earlier, we're working her brain, not her muscles. I could lunge her and get her tired and get control over her muscles that way, but that's not going to help her brain in the end. See how she's slow, got a really slow walk going here? That is kind of a passive resistant walk. She was trying, now she stepped up a little bit when I changed my body language. She was trying to see what she can get away with. I'm gonna adjust my posture little bits with her depending on how she's acting. Now we're getting a little bit more of a passive walk. A little tick. She really didn't step up. See how now I let it go half a circle. Now her attention's out there. Get your attention on me. There we go. Gotta work that little pieces like that. Attention on me. It's all about teaching her mind to discipline itself. I've spent many hours doing exactly this with her, trying to get her better. She has been a handful. There we go. See, she stopped. I ticked. I didn't pull her head hard, but I didn't let it go to the left. And then I encouraged her to go forward with the lunge whip. I can't just with my hand say, don't go there. I have to have go with the whip and say, go here instead. Let's walk down this wall a little bit. Around this way. There you go. A little more forward. A little bit different spot in the arena, and she kind of looked like, I'm not sure I really want to do that here. I think I might want to do something else. Looked inside the barn, looked at the camera, tilted her nose, sent her forward. Little bitty things like that. I cannot physically overpower this horse. I have to teach her mind to want to do. Listen to me. I was nice with the whip the first time on the ground and she just blew it off. I'll be as nice as I can get away with, but as hard as I have to be. Really interested in the camera, you got to pay attention to me. Really interested in what's going on in the barn. There's a horse tied in the barn behind you. You can't see it, it's behind the camera. So that's probably what she's looking at. Keep working our way around. There we go. See, with just my hand and a tick, she went on and went forward that time. As little pressure as I can get away with, but as much, the horse tied in the barn scared her, but as much pressure as necessary to get done what I want to get done. Kind of work our way around the wall a little bit. Right there, I used the whip because she was pulling on me pretty hard. I had to really kind of brace to keep her from pulling me that way. It seems almost counterintuitive that when she's wanting to go the wrong direction and I'm pulling, to use the whip to ask them to go more. You would think they would go more the direction they want to go. But what happens is it engages their brain puts me back in charge, and their brain says, oh, he's the leader, I do need to do, and that actually encourages them to do what I want them to do. It doesn't mean she's going to do that every time. In the beginning, when I first started doing this, she would pull me off pretty regularly till I kind of got her mind working the right direction. Now she understands. Let's see if we can change directions, go to the left. Good girl. Thought she was going to turn her butt to kick at me that time. This one hasn't kicked at me. The other one has, but she hadn't done it since the first time or two I worked with her. This one has bit me a couple times, or tried to bite me. Actually made contact about twice. It's interesting if you think about horses that bite versus horses that kick. If you've watched herds of horses, groups of horses work out who is the herd leader, horses that are really engaged in the fight, really intent on winning the fight, normally fight with the front of their body. They'll fight with their front feet and their teeth. Horses that are not really dedicated to the fight normally fight with the back end of their body. They normally kick. And I can use that when I'm working a horse, because that tells me a lot about how intent a horse is to challenge me, challenge my space. A little bit variant to that is a horse that has been fed a lot of treats and is biting at your hand to get a treat. That throws all of that out of whack. Then you don't, most likely they're biting to get the treat, not biting out of their dedication to the fight. So a horse that's hand-fed treats, that doesn't necessarily apply to. Horses in a natural herd environment, that would apply to. Kind of slowing down her walk. She don't have to trot, but I want her to walk with a little effort. Walk like we got something to do. Walk like we got someplace to go. That, me encouraging her to do that, helps with keeping her mind engaged on me. If her mind is engaged on me asking her to walk like we got someplace to go and something to do, it's less likely to wander. Just like a child that's not being engaged will get in trouble. Same with the horse. If I'm not engaging her brain, she's going to get in trouble. So I'm going to ask her to walk just enough to give me a little effort to engage her brain. Now what I'm looking for, I haven't even saddled her the last couple of times that I've worked her, because I need this better. But what I am looking for is her mind to be less resistant, less think about going someplace like that, and more stay on me. If she looks to the outside, I don't care if she is aware of what's going on around her, but she needs to keep that one ear on me. Keep that one ear on me. I'm not hitting her hard with the whip. Basically, it's like poking somebody on the shoulder and saying, hey, I'm over here paying attention. Pay attention to me. That time she looked out there, but the left ear stayed on me. That's more what I'm looking for. She got a big horsefly biting her up on top of the hip. That's distracting her a little bit. She wants to knock it off. See if I can knock it off for her. You gonna let me knock that fly off? There we go. See, I can be nice with the whip. Oh, landed again, didn't it? attention on me. Nope. Yeah, this is kind of how it went in the beginning. Got to go the other way. There we go. I was paying attention to trying to help her with the fly and not to her little bitty signal she was telling me. And it got out of hand. We kind of lost our connection. Fly's still on her. If I was really good with this whip, I'd be able to knock the fly out of the air. All right, let's ask her to stop a minute. You can get it off? Can't quite reach it. You may help you? You gonna let me help you? I can't even see it. It's higher than I am. Let's go on the other side. It's one of them really big horse flies. I think she understands that I'm trying to help her. That's the whole point of me doing this. I want her to understand that I will help her. Doesn't all have to be bad. I think it left. Doesn't all have to be bad. If you do things my way, I will help you. Now look at her following me. She realized that I was helping her, and when I walked away, she wanted to follow me. That's the mind that I'm looking for. I'm going to quit with her on that right now. Got the mind that I was looking for. I'm just going to unclip the line and walk away. This is the gray percheron. I'll put a link up here to the other videos that I've done with them. Until next time, thank you for watching.